Are you new to AWS and feeling a bit lost? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into how to retrieve instance metadata from your AWS EC2 instance using the command line interface. Let's get started. I totally understand how overwhelming it can be when you're just starting out with AWS. Setting up your EC2 instance and configuring the AWS CLI can feel like a lot, but don't worry, we will simplify it together. So here's the question at hand. One user recently asked how to access the metadata for their Windows Server EC2 instance using the AWS CLI. They successfully configured the CLI, but are unsure how to retrieve the metadata from the link provided. Sound familiar? Let's break it down. To understand this better, the instance metadata is crucial for your EC2 instance. It contains information about your instance, such as its ID, type, and security groups. Accessing this data can help you manage your instance more effectively. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a quick tip that will make working with AWS even easier. To retrieve the instance metadata from your Windows Server EC2 instance, the user should first ensure that they are connected to the instance. This can be done using Remote Desktop Protocol, or RDP. Once connected, the user can open a command prompt on the EC2 instance. This is where they will run the command to access the metadata. Now the user can retrieve the metadata by using the curl command. They should type curl x.169.254.169.54/latest/metadata in the command prompt. After running the command, the user will see a list of available metadata categories. They can access specific metadata by appending the category name to the URL. Finally, the user can explore different metadata options by replacing the category in the command. This allows them to gather various details about their EC2 instance. Fun fact, did you know that the metadata service is only accessible from within the instance itself? It's like a secret vault that only your instance can open. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach shared by another user is that you cannot access the instance metadata URL directly from your laptop. Instead, they recommend using the AWS CLI command EC2 describe instances to retrieve instance details. Here's a quick tip. Always remember to check the AWS documentation for the latest commands and options available for the AWS CLI. It's a great resource to keep handy. And there you have it. You now know how to retrieve instance metadata from your AWS EC2 instance using the CLI. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more AWS tips and tricks. Happy cloud computing!